E ben trovati, signore e signori, un nuovo episodio di Deadly Premonition 2, quella che sarà probabilmente la nuova serie ufficiale del canale, perché è uscito Deadly Premonition 2 su PC. Sono contento di... Aspettate, Ci eravamo salutati nello scorso episodio con una schermata rossa, così per dare un po' di cliffhanger, vedere cosa succedeva dopo il lungo interrogatorio che hanno fatto a Zack. Che ricordiamo è il detective protagonista del primo Deadly Premonition, che si trova di nuovo protagonista in quello che è sostanzialmente un prequel di quello che succede negli episodi negli eventi dell'1, che è qui invecchiato, malato purtroppo, con poco tempo di vita da quello che almeno si sembra capire, e stanno tirando fuori un vecchio caso in cui lui ha lavorato, che però non sembra essere così risolto come si pensava. E abbiamo scoperto che c'è una correlazione tra gli alberi di questo evento di Carré, delle Carré del 2005, con quello di Greenvale del 2010.
Red tree.
E lui è rimasto, diciamo, quasi traumatizzato dal colore rosso.
Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these, aren't they?
Vabbè, questo l'abbiamo visto.
Answer me. What are
red trees?
I want the tell me every.
The red. You really. Well done, Belle. You're good. Damn good.
I want to know what went down.
We'll tell you what.
Ora arriviamo dove ci siamo salutati e proseguiamo.
Yes, it was. That red tree ruined my life. It was. Son.
Così inizia la storia della Deadly Premonition 2.
It all started. We still. The other me.
Oh no, mo ci esce di nuovo la sigla.
My better half.
Sì. Di nuovo la sigla peggio. Non voglio prendermi un altro back copyright se eventualmente c'è. Ci eravamo salutati davanti a una schermata rossa. Nel frattempo vi ricordo di lasciare un like, condividervi, iscrivervi al video e tanti cazzi incredibili. Fatemi sapere se state giocando. Gioco ottimizzato malissimo comunque su PC, perché è praticamente il port 1-1 dalla Switch al computer, perché ci sono zero impostazioni grafiche, zero. Cioè non puoi regolare la risoluzione, la risoluzione, le texture, niente, niente. È il gioco 1-1 portato dalla console al PC. Vabbè, questo è le magie di Swery ai di Toy Box.
Zack.
Ecco, questo è York, che sarebbe l'alter ego, la versione alternativa di Zack, che appunto Francis aveva in Deadly Premonition 1. Che poi, senza fare spoiler, poi giocatevelo l'1, che è molto consigliato. Il gameplay è tremendo, però se riuscite ad andare tutti il gameplay, la storia e i personaggi sono fuori di testa. È Twin Peaks, per chi conosce la serie. È Twin Peaks versione videogame, senza esagerare, non la sto sparando grossa, è proprio... Ok.
Can you hear me, Zack?
Sì. Ti sento. Ovviamente le foglie rosse. Posso anche non rispondere? No, devo rispondere per forza. L'unica cosa che basta sempre FPS per ora sono queste foglie. Pronti? Io ho paura dell'open world perché ho visto delle scene, madonna.
Sleeping again?
Ok. No, cioè, boh, sta dormendo.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
C'è un altro caso da risolvere, via. Mamma mia, che bello Deadly Premonition, però. Se fosse più figo a livello tecnico e di gameplay, sarebbe un gioco della Madonna. Perché i personaggi e le storie, Swery li sa scrivere, porca puttana. E a livello tecnico non c'ha le mani. Mannaggia la troia. Xbox, comprate il team di Swery, fategli fare un gioco come si deve. Cioè, fighissimo Deadly Premonition con il 2 che fa l'AL. A Blessing Disguise, il sottotitolo del gioco. 2005 estate. Vabbè, se è tipo la Louisiana la carriera. Ecco. Cioè, sì, ok, ti ho dato. Che è francese. Okay. Oh, una uccellina. Con un gancio in bocca. Un gancio? Perché c'è un uncino, un gancio? Eccolo, Zach, bello.
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Ah no, un verbo. Che cazzo è? Ma che è un verbo? Cioè, vedete? Bello sei, fratello. Mamma mia, quando mi è mancato Deadly Premonition, porco due.
Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms.
Più ad ali aperte. Ah!
She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
No, non te lo mangerai, vero? No. Ma come che
Hurry
cazzo?
up and chow down, mister.
Mister?
Unless you like your breakfast stale.
Oh, mi l'accento del sud.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Licare, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
Ma c'è ancora
I'm
dentro
the
che
chef,
diversi.
David.
Ma non ti ha chiesto questo.
If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge.
Ok, vuotissima la
Only
città.
amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Vabbè, scusami. Ovviamente già con personaggi fuori di testa, Lo chef. Cioè, vedete lo stile c'è, porca
Did you hear
puttana.
that, Zach? He's a true professional.
Qua non c'è ancora la cicatrice perché
You
se la
say
fa
something,
nel primo gioco.
No, not to you. I was
Quella
just talking to
sullo
Zach.
zigomo.
Zach?
Ah, già.
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
Beh, sì,
I
effettivamente
do
lui.
work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an
Infatti qua doveva essere
investigation.
tipo in
I
vacanza,
just
no?
happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Belli i baffi disegnati
Actually,
sul
Chef David,
modello
if you
3D.
don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Vai.
Well, shoot. I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Vai. Allora, la vittima chi era?
You said the victim was a 16-year-old.
Ah, tra l'altro
Did you know her?
i dazi sono quelli della Switch perché per confermare le azioni devi premere la B che corrisponde alla A sulla Switch, quindi vabbè, ho detto già troppo, vabbè. Ho già detto abbastanza per la questione porting.
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Ok.
Meaning?
In che senso?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson
Ok,
family.
la mia Clarkson che sembra importante qui alla carrera.
The Clarkson family?
That's right.
Ma chi sono?
You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex.
Ah, ok.
Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seal.
Ok.
They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant.
Ah, beh, è la famiglia che manda avanti la carriera praticamente.
Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about
Ecco, a
everything.
posto.
They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know? They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
Ok.
What do you know about the Clarkson's house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say.
No.
But I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear of that place.
Comunque sembra paradossalmente più fluido qui che nella stanza iniziale del gioco.
That family ain't just some
Ho solo
gang.
un'impressione.
They're a whole different kind of beast.
Ok.
They folks with real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days.
Comunque lui sta palesemente fluttuando tra il gradino e il balcone. Vabbè.
Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe for nothing.
Va bene.
Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Vai. La polizia locale. Sì, ma quante domande stanno uscendo?
Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
No.
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here.
Si sta occupando... giustamente la famiglia Clarkson gestisce tutto, quindi se ne sta occupando direttamente la famiglia stessa, penso.
They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. And when that don't work, they just beat your ass.
Classic American Police.
That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
Beh, sì.
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart.
Ah già, che Zack c'ha la passione per il cinema, no? E quindi citano, anche nell'1 succede, citano tutti i film e serie TV realmente esistenti di cui lui è fan.
And The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans.
Ah, perché quello di 007 è ambientato in New Orleans? Ah, sì, è vero che ce n'è uno ambientato nella Louisiana, 007, giusto.
They're all excellent movies,
È
but
quello
to
con
me they
Roger
lack
Moore,
realism.
se non sbaglio.
Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what
Tu lo sai
doesn't.
bene che è reale o no?
What's your point?
Cat People.
Il bacio della
That's my
pantera?
point. Cat People,
Cioè?
1982, directed by Paul Schrader.
Ah, un film, mai sentito.
The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts.
Ok.
Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
Ah,
Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their
un
lovers.
film tranquillo.
I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism. After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself.
In che senso?
That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Ah, ok.
Okay.
Sì, è un tipo
Another
particolare.
vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie.
Piccolo dissing di Suerial al mondo del cinema e dei classici.
His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
No, incazzato come un mostro, mica dissing totale arancia meccanica.
Whatever you say, mister. So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts. When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. Why do you look so
Siamo a onore e siamo solo a chiacchiere. Il gameplay non abbiamo ancora visto. Cioè, il core gameplay di Dead Premonition sono le investigazioni. Però.
like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou.
Ok.
And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
Quindi tipo sacrificato.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird...
That's
Ok.
all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces. Scattered around the altar.
Un omicidio tranquillo.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
Ultima domanda.
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen the car in the park.
Ah già, cazzo. Ah. Mi sono ricordato adesso che dentro a sto gioco non ti muovi con la macchina ma con lo skate. Dio madonna, con lo skate.
How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Ma non penso.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Sentiamo com'è giustificato su Eri il fatto che Zack deve andare a giro su uno skate.
Because it was stolen.
Ma vaffanculo, è stata rubata.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Ma
Even
come te l'hanno
FBI cars
rubata?
can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes. at
Sì,
the
te
local
l'hanno rubata.
supermarket.
Zack, zitto. Perché?
Your car can be
quando?
stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent. In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here.
Come?
But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities.
Sì, capirai.
And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really, but I'll listen.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport.
Ok.
Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible,
Ok.
especially in California.
Eh.
But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car.
Ok,
Fully-
Zack.
A hybrid car.
Oh yes, they're
Ma
marvelous.
aspetta, auto ibrida nel
Vehicles
2005.
that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars.
Scusa, c'erano già le ibride nel... Forse la Prius.
Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally
Ma
entered the 21st
vaffanculo, vai.
century.
Vaffanculo.
Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more
Perché
years.
questo focus mo sulle
sure
auto
we'll start
ibride?
seeing
Cioè,
cars
vedete,
that run
il bello di questo
purely
gioco è
on
così che
electricity.
i dialoghi sono tutti fottuti, tutti fuori di testa. Cioè, come fai a non amarlo? Sì.
Who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots
Va
of
bene,
Silicon
abbiamo
Valley.
capito che a Sueri piacciono le auto elettriche.
I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter, 1984, directed by Nick Castle. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself.
Va bene.
Especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had.
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Ah, gli hanno fottuto la macchina che hanno noleggiato dall'aeroporto, madonna.
Sorry, I got off topic.
Eh.
I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow.
Ok.
But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it. And in its place, they left me this.
Cioè?
What?
Ah. Cioè, hanno fottuto la macchina e gli hanno lasciato lo
A
skate.
skateboard.
A skateboard?
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
No, non può essere arrivato fino alla carretta, cioè in skate.
By riding the skateboard, obviously.
Non è...
Why do you look so surprised?
No, vaffanculo, su Eri, ce le potevi mettere le macchine pure qua.
No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang
Cioè, si è
of it.
fatto 5 km e passa sullo skate.
By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks.
Va bene.
It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's
Così,
supposed to get over
giustamente
95
per
today.
cambiare discorso.
Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us.
Sì, ma è già entrato nel suo mondo, Zach.
Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? Zach, the searing light. These scents.
Hai troppa luce.
It's the deep south.
Pensa tu che culo.
That was a fabulous breakfast.
Ma non hai
You're the
mangiato un
world's greatest
cazzo.
chef.
Wait, mister.
Eh.
You didn't take a
Ah,
single
ok,
bite.
scusa, non hai mangiato niente.
Well, the tea was to die for,
Ah, solo il tè.
but I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
Su questo sono d'accordo. Vedete, cioè, è fuori di melone totalmente. Per questo è bello. Cioè, quello si è fatto più di 15 km sullo skate per arrivare alla carriera. Va bene. Un po' una puttanata giustificare sta cosa così, però. Che gli vuoi dire? Mi faceva schifo mettere le macchine. Non che la guida nell'uno fosse bella. Ok. Pronti? Aiuto. Aia, saranno 20 fps. Torna nella stanza di York. Ok. Ah. Corpo a corpo così. Ok, madonna. Cioè, cosa sono 20 fps forse. Io ho paura dell'open world, ma... Non c'era bisogno di farmi vedere così in stile platform anni 2000. Si può correre. Non si può andare perché hanno lavato. Qual era? 203? Pronti? Eccoci. Ah, ok. Ah, questa musica, madonna.
Sang Rouge. They're chasing it all over America.
Dai.
I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you,
Mamma mia,
Zach?
queste quanto sono belle i sax così. Na, 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 na. Scusate. Basta. Vai.
I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase.
Vai.
Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much.
Sì, è
This
tutto un po' malino.
holes from the shootout in Tucson. And this stains from Miami. Miami. Now that was a fascinating case.
Ok.
Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two.
Ma che cazzo?
Even with the help of the drugs, a feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Bello.
I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
Giusto? Aggiorna il diagramma. Cioè, tipo...
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states.
Ok.
Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. and Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow.
Quindi sta indagando su una droga che si sta diffondendo. Lisa Clark.
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou,
Sì.
along with a strange altar. The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare.
Sì.
And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
Questo tipo identikit che faceva nell'1. Quanto giapponese tutto questo.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach.
Cioè?
The Island, 2005, directed
Ah.
by Michael Bay. For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi.
Scienza artistica.
That director's going to change the history of art house films. Are you following me here? This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zach. You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history.
Va bene, Zach.
Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line, a genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that.
Chi è? Pa-pa-na-pam. No, mi sembra una missione. Va bene. Ah, pure il diagramma di relazione. Che cosa particolare. Ah, qua
I'm
c'è-
very satisfied with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zach. And it's even got a security box. What else? It's proof that we're still safely inside the...
Vai. Vabbè, nell'armadio ti puoi cambiare, sporcherà, ok. Ah già che c'è pure la meccanica di poter lavare i vestiti. Ok, questa è la valigia che c'era nell'1 che poi... Vabbè. Qua era per lavarsi? Ah, giusto che gli può crescere anche la barba, giustamente. Bella
Due to the
doccia.
nature of our work, we've had to stay at hotel. But Zach, do you know what I hate most about living out of a hotel? Shower pressure. The shower was invented so that human beings could quickly bathe in large quantities of water, correct? Yet there are far too many hotels in our nation that have showers with embarrassingly weak water pressure. It's an outrage. And I'll keep tooting my horn about this.
Va bene, Zac. Ah, c'è proprio il momento doccia. Ora siamo puliti e fresh. Pronti. Ma è David.
Hey there, chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir?
Oh no.
I'm the concierge, David.
È quel tipo di personaggio.
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Lucare is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this
Vai,
means?
dillo.
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Ah,
Ah. And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it.
è solo perché sembra un quadrato
Do
nella
take a gander at the
conformazione.
town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it.
Va bene.
Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
E niente, se la ride.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's
dici.
bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
Ok. Andiamo contro la mappa. Pam, pam.
Do you feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel.
Hotel.
Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
Ma si muove. Ma
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
sta parlando con uno specchio praticamente.
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hoongan.
Hoongan.
Hunga.
Title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Sì. Vabbè, Zack sta proprio fumatissimo.
Do you comprehend the Oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the Oracle.
Ah, va bene.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Ok, questa è una delle caratteristiche di Zack, cioè fumarsi fumarsi no, vedere le robe così, come se percepisse oltre.
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, the key to charming your customers is how you present your
Giusto,
bathroom.
sono d'accordo.
I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you? Now this is the kind of bathroom a person can really get
Emozionare
excited
un po'
about.
troppo, però dici minchia, bagno pulito, gradevole.
It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin. Remember?
No.
The art piece on display in there utilized the natural curves of human ribs in such a novel way. It was truly brilliant.
Va bene, Zack. C'è qualcuno al bagno. Ma che cazzo? Sono confuso. Ok. Aspetta. Ah, beh, la si compra roba. Andiamo a vedere sta mappa.
Zach, this is Lucare.
Sì.
I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way.
O è un caso.
It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Quindi no? Ole.
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle.
Dici?
Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside. Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and where? And the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right? The answer is bowling. The shape of the bowling pin was based on the feminine form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins. But a place where someone can both eat and bowl at the same time.
Non ci sarei mai arrivato al bowling.
Find such a place in a backwoods town like this.
Questo.
Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it.
Non ci sarei mai arrivato alle 10 donne che erano,
Now
alle
for
10
the
fanciulle
other
che erano in
oracle.
pericolo.
There's no flying serpent on this map.
No.
Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number.
Sì.
But under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes.
Ok.
0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that. The question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit? Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
I 6 Fahrenheit. Quindi stazione vigili del fuoco.
Very funny, Zach.
No.
Now, it's time to get serious. You already know the answer, don't you? Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number. But under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes, the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold
giusto.
storage warehouse.
Vabbè, sono stupido io.
That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing.
Beh sì.
Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start.
Non proprio. Vai. $10. Vabbè.
And how about that Hungan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Fumo? Stavo per dire, ma qua in questo gioco non fumo. E invece.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel. If you're dying to smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At
bellboy.
your service, boss.
Vabbè, abbiamo capito che è quel tipo di personaggio che cambia personalità.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ok.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams deep south, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
Va bene. Ah già, pure qua ce n'è. Va bene. Vabbè. E via. Andiamo, va. Vediamo com'è la situa. Molta paura, sinceramente. Pam, pam, param, pam, pam, na, 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 na. Caricamenti molto lunghi. Alla meglio se uno pigliavo su Switch. Che va anche peggio della Switch, secondo me. Della versione Switch. Fra! Oh madonna. Eccola qua, via. Fumatina.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease.
Beh, quest'altra si parte benissimo.
You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
Addirittura, non la sapevo questo.
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is.
Ah sì?
In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Anche quello è vero.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
Bellina lei. Ma che cazzo fai? Lo sta filmando davvero? Ma poi chi è sta ragazzina?
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Well, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Ovviamente.
Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you?
Lui,
Adults aren't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case.
La droga?
This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Ah,
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
boh. Ok, combatti, muovi telecamera e la base. RB schiva. Ah. Ok. No, dai, pensavo peggio. In realtà non va così male. Cosa faccio? Ah, ecco la stanza rossa. Album, ok, sì. Diario, inventario, mappa. Impostazioni. No, possibile avere le impostazioni grafiche. Questa è la mappa. Ok. Tutti secondari in corso, ok. Ok. C'è l'inventario, fame, sonno. Perché l'inventario è una pochette? Vabbè. Ok. Quando siamo in registrazione? 46 minuti. Bene. Direi che per l'episodio di oggi di Dead di Premonition possa essere tutto. Molto. Mi sta garbando molto. Il mood per ora c'è, tecnicamente. Purtroppo, magari con un computer un po' più decente del mio sarebbe girato anche un po' meglio, però questo ci becchiamo per ora. Penso lo proseguirò piano piano, sì. Se il video è piaciuto lasciate un like, iscrivetevi, noi ci becchiamo al prossimo video and bye!